Hey guys, Jeff here. I just wanted to shoot a quick video. It's a question I get asked a lot about dogs that are what I call enthusiastic treat takers. You know, those that they just want to chomp down on the treat. So I just wanted to do a quick video to show you how I manage this behavior while I'm trying to work the dog through better bite inhibition, meaning getting the dog to take treats a little softer. And you know, there's a lot of different ways that different trainers do it. I'm just going to show you how I do it. And another common way that I don't necessarily agree with, but again, to each his own. Everybody has their own way of doing things. And I'm going to show you, I'm going to use a dog I have here that I'm working with now. He was extremely enthusiastic. Like his teeth would chomp, you would hear his teeth clank in the air. So there's a couple of different ways. A lot of people will recommend that you kind of take the treat and kind of hold it like this as you're trying to give it to the dog, so the dog, you know, if the dog like teeth scrapes you, it hits your palm. This is one of the ways I'm not a fan of, because I just feel the treat could, you know, fall out. You don't really have a lot of control over it, and God forbid the dog's really enthusiastic. You know, you're opening up your whole palm where all of the dog's teeth can make contact with your skin, and even if there's no malicious intent, you know, someone could get hurt, especially if you're trying to teach the dog how to take treats gently. So one of the ways I prefer to do it is I prefer to hold the treat like this, where I'm almost making a circle with my thumb and my pointer finger. So when I give the dog, you know, when I go to present the treat, I'll tell the dog easy, or some people say take gentle. And I want the dog's teeth to feel my skin and that initial pressure, right? When I feel that initial pressure, then the dog is going to lighten his pressure, and then I'm going to slide the treat in. And they just heard me talking out here, so they're all going crazy because they know it's time to go out. So the whole purpose here is to feel that initial pressure, but when the dog eases up, that's when I release the treat in. And the repetition of that and saying gentle or easy before you present the treat and give it to the dog is going to start taking it a lot more gentlier. Gentlier? You know what I mean. Hey, we all fumble over our words. So just one note of caution. I mean, if you have a dog that is food aggressive, or maybe the pressure of the treat taking is a little too much for you, you could certainly wear gloves. I've had some dogs where I did have to wear gloves, but most of the time I'm a very feely trainer. Whether I'm holding a leash, I need to feel. When I'm feeling the dog's pressure, I need to feel it on my skin. Now obviously, if safety is a concern, I will put gloves on, but if you're just dealing with a dog that has just, you know, impulse control issues taking treats, you certainly could do this. You know, what you want to avoid is again, a lot of people, they have different ways of doing it, but how I see this problem develop is the first time the dog gets a little, damn bugs, gets enthusiastic, people will pull the treat away, or they'll toss it. If you pull the treat away, what do you think is going to happen? The dog is just going to follow the treat. So now the dog is following the treat, and you're actually stimulating the dog, so the pressure of taking the treat is actually going to increase, and it's going to intensify. If you toss a treat, the dog is going to be stimulated and go after the treat. So I want to make sure that I calmly present it to the dog, tell him or her easy, and I present it that way. The best thing about this too is if you're doing it this way, this is the only part of your body that is exposed to the teeth. And in all likelihood, the canines are going to go through here, so you're really just going to feel a little bit of the top of the bottom as you slide in that treat. One way I really don't like, especially if there's a dog that has issues with food guarding or something, is holding the treat in a fist. This can cause frustration. Okay, we don't want a dog to be frustrated, you know, and associate that with treats and the provider of the treat being people, right? So I don't like the fist, because I feel it can, I don't want to say cause food guarding or guarding behavior, or worst case scenario, food aggression. But anytime there's frustration surrounding food, that's never a good thing. So if you're going to opt for this, that's fine. Again, I'm just showing you my way. So I'm going to get Milo out here, and we'll see how he does. All right, so we got Milo out. He's doing his business right now. I'm going to call him over, and I'm going to present the treat so you can see it in action. And this is basically how I'm going to be doing it. Obviously, this is going to be the majority of what's going in his mouth. If he's stimulated, sometimes he gets a little stimulated, I might actually stick more of my hand in his mouth, which actually helps ease his pressure. And again, the repetition of this is going to cause him to take treats a lot more gently. gentler. What is it with that today? Sit. Easy. Good boy. Good job. Easy. Good boy. Oh, my bad. Come. Come on. Good boy. Sit. Easy. Good boy. Good job. Do the left hand. Come here. Sit. Easy. Good boy. Good job, buddy. So I wanted to show you an up-close view of with him taking treats. One of the issues I find a lot, especially when they're enthusiastic, is people kind of like they'll toss a treat or they'll pull the hand away, and the dog is always going to go after the treat. So what I've been doing, not just with Milo, but with a lot of dogs, is I make sure that I hold the treat between my fingers. He has to feel my fingers, so I take that initial pressure. When he eases up, I slide the treat right in, and it happens quickly. So Milo, come. Good boy. Sit. Easy. See that? Good boy. So I almost shoved my whole hand into his mouth. And the initial pressure is hard. It's not as hard as it was. It's hard. As soon as he lessens pressure, that's when I slip the treat and he gets it. Milo, come. Good boy. Sit. Good boy. Easy. Good boy. So proud of you, buddy. So that's our little endeavor with him taking treats nicer. So I should have took video of what he used to be like. I mean, he used to really chomp down on it. So go lay down. Go. So that's kind of my take on how to present treats to a dog that is an enthusiastic treat taker. So again, when in doubt, be cautious, put gloves on if you have to. If you're unsure about a dog's behavior or behavioral history, obviously always seek a professional. But this is how I do it. He's been here a couple of weeks and he takes treats gently now. And one final thought, if a dog is in a stimulated state of mind, make sure you drain their energy a little bit before you start working with them. You never want to work a dog when they're in peak stimulation. So hope that helps. I'll see you guys soon.